Oh, cool. Rock and roll. I think. Good. Yeah, it's going. All right. Introduce yourself.
I'm Nick Lindeberg,
Nice.
21 years old, from Arvada, Colorado.
Nice. Are you in school, Nick?
Yep, I sure am. I'm in school for recording arts and
Cool.
music business.
Nice. Where do you go to school?
CU Denver.
Nice. A lot of good stuff coming out of that school.
Yeah, for sure.
Very cool. And what do you do here at Tsunami?
I'm a venue promotions intern.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Which means?
I do some office work and update artists' shows on Reverb Nation and send out posters and email venues and street teams and such.
All the fun stuff.
Yep.
All the database entry.
Yep.
It's so much fun. Cool. And how did you find Tsunami?
I think I found it on Craigslist. I was looking for an internship over the summer. I wasn't expecting to start till May or June, and
Right.
I emailed Erin, and she emailed me right back and said, "Can you start next week?" And I said, "Sure, why not?"
Now, are you looking specifically to work in music?
Yeah.
Being a
I would love to run my own venue someday.
cool.
So I figured this would be a great way to start, seeing behind the scenes a little bit.
Nice. And what got you into audio engineering?
I was lucky that CU Denver is the only school in the state that has the program, and I've been playing music for almost 15 years now.
Oh, cool.
And, I have my own recording studio at home, and it just felt like the right thing to do.
Nice. So you just started out recording your own stuff?
Yep.
Little 8-track or something?
Yeah, just a basic Pro Tools setup, actually.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
doing all digital.
That's right, you kids these days don't even have to mess with the
Yeah,
8 tracks.
not
Go
at all.
straight to the computer.
It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's true.
Doesn't sound as good, but,
It's true.
that's how it is.
What do you think, that kind of brings up an interesting question. What do you think, how do you think that's going to affect the music industry now that people can do all this recording, on their laptops, and they don't have to go to the big studios and big budgets, and can still put out an album that sounds just as good, if not better?
Well, and it just depends. Like, I think the digital age is going to be cheaper. Things are going to get a lot cheaper, and it's going to be a lot easier to do it from home. Whether or not the people have the training to do it is the real question.
Right.
But there's programs coming out every day that help you cheat, auto-tune, and it turns out to be that the recording engineer is starting to become more of an artist than the actual musician is.
Right.
In many cases.
Huh.
Not everything, but
right. But that's a good point. There's still a certain skill that's involved. You still got to have that ear, and you've got to know how to run the equipment.
Exactly.
And not just run it, but run it well.
Yeah. And know what to buy digital and what to buy hardware.
Right. Yeah. Analog boards are still a big deal, right?
For sure.
Yeah. You need that good warm sound.
You use a little bit of both, and
Yep.
best of both worlds.
Nice.
Exactly.
And what you said you've been playing music for 15 years. What got you into music?
I started playing Baroque recorder and singing in the choir at church, and on from there I started playing piano, and I got into trombone in middle school and high school, and I've been playing jazz and Latin trombone for the last 8 years, and
Wow.
I play a lot of ska as well.
Cool. So you're a horn player too, which is a little, in some ways more traditional of a musician. It's been around forever, but you're not in a rock. Well, I guess ska band, but you're in a rock band. But you do other stuff as well. Do jazz combos?
Yeah, I do. I played sit-in with jazz groups around Arvada and such, and I play Latin trombone at school and sing in the Latin group. I don't know what I'm singing because it's all in Spanish, of course. But I also play classical. I'm a performance major as well, and so we play classical, we play jazz, Latin, all sorts of fun stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're in music.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do.
Music.
You're either going to play it or record it or promote it. Now you're doing publicity. Very cool, man.
I've been in bands for 3 or 4 years now, promoting shows, running shows, sound, booking, promotion, all that stuff.
Cool. What's now? How long have you been here at Tsunami?
I've been here a little less than a month.
Cool. It's been here for a while, and I haven't even seen you. I hide back here in the hole.
Yeah, I guess so.
What's your favorite thing about Tsunami?
Well, I just think it's really fun to see how laid back it is. We have a good time, but we get work done.
Yeah.
And I think it's a valuable thing for artists to have, especially if they're trying to get their name out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never really understood how a company like this ran, and
Right.
I'm really getting experience in this
Right.
type of field.
Yeah, and even kind of the mundane stuff with databasing, all the way up to the fun creative process and kind of pitching and stuff.
Exactly.
Very cool. What's your least favorite thing about Tsunami?
I don't know. I don't.
That's my favorite question to ask.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, what do I say?
No, I mean, I wish I could work here more. You
Yeah.
know, and be a part of the team. I really enjoy it here. So.
Cool. Very good. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Nice. And just to cap it off, what's one band that we probably haven't heard of, but we should have?
There's a group out of New York called Patent Pending.
Cool.
And they started out as a ska band. Now they're kind of pop punk rock sort of, and they're actually doing pretty well. But in Denver, they don't have quite,
the draw.
quite a draw, and they'll get anywhere from 20 to 50 kids here, which is pretty good. But it wasn't always that way.
Right.
And these guys stay in my basement every time they come into town. And,
Cool.
On the East Coast, they can sell out shows easily.
Wow.
And it's a band to look out for the future.
Cool. Very cool. And we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Thanks, Nick.